Mic was off. Hello there. If you saw me stream for like 2 seconds and then stop and come back again, that was because Steam had somehow decided to log me out for no reason, so I had to go deal with that before I could actually start. Let's see. Now I've noticed in some of my recordings that my controller clicks are very loud and noticeable. I'm trying to hold the controller as far away from the mic as I can. It's difficult with the setup of my physical space, but I guess let me know if it's annoying you and I'll try to pull it even farther away. I'm pretty sure that file 3 is mine. Recent one. Yeah. Because it's been playing for about an hour and a half, which is how long I was able to play last Tuesday, so that must be the right one. I guess if I forget in the future, it's file 3. I mean, obviously it's not the 100% file, and it's not the hard file, so I should be able to figure that out on my own, but... Anyway, where we last left off, I had gotten the second level of the address corruptor. Hello. Which is this thing. Primarily, the usefulness of the second level address corruptor is that I can use it on more types of enemies, and also I can use it on blocks that are well, corrupt looking and essentially uncorrupt them enough to drill them out. As far as I remember, like, this part of the game largely consists of walking back and forth between this area and the area above me. I'm pretty sure that's just how it is. But hey, I can get this thing. I can get these blocks right here. Just turn them into regular space that I can walk through. It's another part of the surface. Oh yeah, that turns his tail into health bits. But these guys deal a lot of damage, which I think is supposed to clue the player in that maybe you're not supposed to be here yet. Because I was touched by those about 2 times and got killed. Yeah, that's a bit of a later game area, I think. They take a lot of hits. I can corrupt them, but it doesn't really make them harmless, and they can kill me in about 2 or 3 hits right now. And besides those enemies being really overpowered, you really can't do much in that area, as far as I remember. Well, there's one way to easily find out without actually risking my own life, and that's to send a drone to go explore there a bit. You always have this option with a risky area to send the drone ahead to scout for you. Look at that glitchy tree. Yeah, right here. That stuff in front of me, the level 2 address corruptor can't do anything about. It's too corrupted. It's obviously worse than what's here. Well, this is an interesting situation. I'm inside the glitch blocks here, which respawned because the robot left the room. I didn't know you could do this. Also, I have no idea how the robot appeared over where it did. But, yeah, okay. I should probably just go back to the title and reload. Okay. Wait, that's the wrong save file. Whoops. We'll have a preview of the final area music, I guess. Okay. Let's not do that again. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It seems like I can see where one might not think to do that, but on the other hand, from the player's perspective, it's like, well, obviously this area that's perfectly safe to stand in will continue to be safe as long as I'm standing in it, even if I leave the room. But that's not the case. Anyway, there's one other place that we've seen extremely glitchy block area like that, like we did over to the left there. It was near the top of somewhere near the beginning area. Oops. Thank you. And so obviously that means that our address corruptor is not quite as powerful as it will be capable of being. Which button? I forgot which button is which. There's the drill button. As I was saying some time ago, this portion of the game is just a lot of going back and forth between this area and that area that I was just in, because you have to go up here to get the robot, and then go back down there to get the address corruptor 2, and then go back up here to use the address corruptor 2 to finally get to the what we're going to get to today. Here we go. Past here is something I haven't seen before, so let's look at that. Yeah, I forgot. Their shots like explode, particularly in a way which hurts you through walls. Kind of irritating. Can't quite reach with that. And of course this guy is perfectly placed to shoot right here. Oh well. I'm back to full health, so it doesn't matter. Get out of the acid. Oh, look at that. We can corrupt these tiles and turn them into... I think it's floor. I could be wrong. But only those particular ones. Because we need to do that to get up here. Yeah, the drill can kill those, not the drill. The laser can also kill these guys that you normally need to use drill or robot for. I don't think the address corruptor 2 can corrupt those drill-only enemies. I could be wrong, but that seems to be what I remember. cool. These guys are made invincible if you corrupt them, but they also don't do collision damage anymore. Also, what is this in front of me? This, like, roots with a mask face thing going on? There's two save rooms right next to each other, which you can't reach from each other. Kind of an interesting bit of design here. Anyway, we know what that sound means. Surprise, surprise, it's another giant armed monster. Who is it? Are you demon? No, just a normal guy. Trust me, I don't even want to be here. It carries weapons, but looks like... unsure. I only carry this gun to defend myself. If you just let me be, I won't use it. Cannot trust self. Cannot trust Athetos to be safe. It must die. I think you can only hit this guy from behind. That seems to be my memory here. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what I need to do, maybe? No, wait. My robot button is not working, so I guess that's not what I need to do? Well, I can do this. This is an option. I don't know. Well, I was ducking. How did I get hit by that? So this guy's actually smaller than the previous boss, which is interesting. He's more of a puzzle boss, I guess. I know I've seen speedrunners do something much faster to kill this guy. This is the only one that doesn't seem to trust Athetos so far. What's curious is that he said I looked like someone he doesn't trust, more or less. Uh-oh, flamethrower. I don't know how that was supposed to be effective when I'm way over here. Maybe I'm not supposed to... I don't know. I'm pretty sure that what speedrunners do is just damage boost their way behind this guy and then shoot him from behind with the disruptor until he dies. I managed to get myself hurt a little too much for that to be viable for me. His attacks are not too hard to dodge, though. I mean, basically, if he's vulnerable, then I can just duck and be completely immune to his attacks. And otherwise, I can usually jump if he does a lower attack. He's almost down. Thought he was flamethrowing, but he was not. I don't know if Kilver might be able to hit this guy. Maybe if you had enough weapon upgrades, but I don't think I do. Enough of the range upgrades to make the Kilver shot big enough. actually... This might be able to hit him. It's just much harder to make it work. Especially when he just arbitrarily decides to duck every 2 seconds. Okay, no, that doesn't even hit him because it doesn't go far enough. Cool. Ah, come on. Oops. I jumped when I shouldn't have jumped. Oh well. Now I know what to do, so I won't take a bunch of damage in the early fight for no reason. But yeah, I just noticed I was pushing this button early on in the fight and it didn't do anything, so I guess the robot is disabled during a boss fight. Which is an interesting way of preventing the player from, oops. I'd rather not be at low health here. There, no collision damage for me. Oh, he can turn around. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know he could do that. I don't know what I've seen the speedrunners do for this one, then. Maybe they get under him and shoot upward and just don't worry about being hit a bunch? Something like that. He just ducked into my shot there. Well, I was ducking. How did I get hit by that? I don't know, occasionally the shot hitboxes seem to hurt me even if I'm ducking for no apparent reason. I don't know what to make of that. I think maybe that's like an in-between shot where he's halfway between being down and being up. And that's why it's hitting me? I don't know. It's really weird. This is way too close. Would you please back up? Maybe. This boss is basically jump rope. You know, in jump rope, like you have a rope you need to jump over, and sometimes it's above you, so you need to not be over it. That's what this boss is. He's jump rope. I'm so close to him right now that if he did the flame attack, he would definitely have hit me. Whoops. I jumped into that. It's worth noting I haven't been actively seeking out very many upgrades, so maybe I'm not as, like, healthy or strong as I would be if I were. It just doesn't feel like it's worth doing that when you're in the part of the game where you cannot go back to a humongous section of the game where a lot of the upgrades are. Besides which, I don't know, I don't want the stream to be a lot of me digging around. I mean, there's going to be some of that later, but I'd rather have as many things as possible before I start doing that. It's like how well this boss fight goes depends largely on how mean the boss wants to be. Like, if he backs up a lot, then it's slower, but it's much safer. If he decides to just ram in my face all the time, then it's easy to deal a lot of damage to him quickly, but he's probably just going to kill me because I can't see his shots in time to react. The weird thing is that despite the fact that this boss is probably the toughest of the 4 that we fought, like the hardest to beat of the 4 we fought, it's the one I tend to remember exists the least. It's like, oh yeah, there's actually a boss here, I totally forgot. Like, if he would just stay up, like, there, where I can just duck to dodge his shots all the time, which I'm pretty sure he's programmed not to ever do, but if he did that, he would be a pretty easy boss to finish off. Up. I don't want to be too close to the door because then I can't actually jump over his shots because there's a roof over me. But if he's that far forward, I have to back up a little. Especially if he's doing the flamethrower attack, I really have to back up into the door anyway. I'm not sure, but it seems like he won't ever be so close that I can't dodge the flamethrower by backing into the door. There we go. That's about how this boss is supposed to work. That one seemed almost reluctant to fight. Elsnova, what's going on? Athetos soldiers were originally normal humans. He used his pathogen to transform them. But sometimes they remember small part of who they once were. So I've been killing innocent people? No, they were those most loyal to him. They helped him spread pathogen. Okay, maybe they're not innocent, but still, they're people. Is there some way I could get by with not killing them? No, at least I do not think so. But Trace, if you had been here, you would not want them to live either. Huh. So, guess what's behind this boss? It's Katrahashka. Trace, this was Katrahashka. She was ally of Athetos. She tried to kill us, but we stopped her. So she's dead. All of you look rather immobile, you know. How do you even fight? Drones. It was all we had after everyone died. But then Athetos disabled even those. Okay. Well. Oh, if it isn't these guys. But we can actually corrupt these. The effect of corruption on these zombies, I guess, just puts them in slow motion. Remember, we couldn't corrupt them with a level 1 address disruptor, so... Oh, what's that, a wall? I can walk through that. Button? What's this button do? It makes more of the robots that I can make. Thank you. The drones can now begin repairing us. So what now? It would be good to make sure Ophelia is repaired. She has way to bypass pathogen. Also, you wanted to ask her about the breach. That's the key to this whole thing, right? Athetos is using the breach to trap you here while slowly killing you off? Yes, so, ultimate goal is stopping Athetos, with secondary goal finding Ophelia. But you will need to look for ways of reaching them. That makes sense. Let's see what I can find up ahead. Alright, so that was one of our... That was our, goal up to this point was... Okay, hang on. Our goal up to this point was finding and activating the repair drones, and now we've done that. So these white robots are, I guess, under Elsnova's control, presumably. And if we follow them out here, we'll see that they're actually fighting off the enemies with little lightning shots. They're not actually very good at it, but they're trying. I just wanted to see what was in this room before I proceeded to the right. Because I think there might be something important here, or at least something desirable. Aha! Health. And... I think this is just an exit. Sure seems like one. Yeah, I think we've been on the other side of this before. And of course, the downward door from this room just leads to the boss chamber again. There's not much point going there. I'm pretty sure that these drones are also immune to corruption. Yeah, like there's no indication that I ever can do that, which is... I mean, it makes sense. They're on my team, essentially. This room obviously has something to the right, based on the map, but I can't seem to do anything about it, so... I guess we'll just move on. Alright, anyway, here we encounter whatever this fuzzball is. Just gonna get rid of these enemies ahead of time. Actually, I haven't tried to corrupt anything that's in this room, have I? I'm pretty sure corrupting the small fuzzballs essentially turns them into one of the big ones. Oh yeah, the corrupted version of these guys makes dig blocks along their path and then destroys itself. Which is useful if you need a platform there. Although it can still hurt you along the way. And there's a skybox beyond the oops. Where did you come from? Trying to bait him without getting hurt by him. But check out that interaction. Alright, let's activate that guy if I can. There we go. Hi. That guy is just having that guy is just freaking out over there. Let's do this. That'll get rid of him. So I didn't try earlier corrupting one of these bigger versions of those small woolly guys. Let's see. It turns him into one of the small ones, more or less. Ha! Wait, what? Well, that's interesting. I guess because it was on my team, being colliding with one of these guys who are not actually killed it. I don't think I can get up that way just yet. Given there's a one-tile passageway here, it's obviously a job for the robot. That there's any particular advantage to those being small, but check out the giant spiky thing in the background. Oops. Oh no, the floor collapsed beneath me. What'll I do? Looks like there's a thing up here. It's grapple. Fires a grapple that allows you to swing from the rocks it latches onto. It's what you get when you combine a grape and an apple. And this is what it looks like. It only fires diagonally, which is kind of useful in some ways. It might seem restrictive, but it at least means that I know where I'm aiming. Well, it'll fire straight up too, but it won't fire straight vertical or I don't know, I guess you can fire it whatever way you want if you're in the air. Whatever. Usually, if you're standing on the ground and you face this way and you push the button, he automatically diagonally ups. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. The grapple has this weird annoying property where, like, you can only hang on for one swing and then you're let go. Very much in contrast to how... Oh! Hey, I found a glitch zone! Completely by accident. Anyway, unlike how Super Metroid's grapple beam works, you can only hold on to the grapple for exactly one swing. Anyway, Trace, turn back. This place is artifact. Like some kind of dimensional rift? What if there's something I need in here? No, it is dangerous. Flotsam, jetsam, caused by breach. Is there radiation or something in here? Well, that's not exactly reassuring. Alright, let's see whether I can actually corrupt these guys. I can. What does it do? I think it probably breaks their armor. Yeah, it makes them susceptible to normal weapons. Anyway, it's worth wandering around a breach zone because there's a more or less a free upgrade somewhere in here. I mean, it's not free. It's kind of a challenge zone whose reward is an upgrade, but you know what I mean. The interesting thing about the way breach zones are constructed is they actually are built out of rooms closely resembling ones that actually exist, but pasted together in a different order, and usually with different enemies around. I think there's usually... I don't remember whether there's only ever one upgrade inside of a breach, or if there can be multiple. I think it'll be safest to just send the robot through, because the robot can pick things up for me anyway. Uh-oh. These small woolly guys can actually drop down from the ceiling if they want to. If they're above you, they will, generally. Like that. Since I'm not risking my own life, this is actually nowhere near as bad as it could be to be so low on health. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's give it another shot. Just try to be a little more careful. Oh, I forgot. I need the robot to actually heal up a bit. The room just ahead doesn't look too risky to go through. So maybe I'll just make the robot's trip a little shorter, too. Like, yeah, I'll just stand here and send the robot along. Careful. Okay. I'm in better shape here. Maybe I'll take the low road and see how that goes. Oops. That did not go too well. Ha! Too short for you. Ah, I still took 2 hits on the way in. Seems like these guys are reluctant to move past that point for some reason. Maybe just something in their AI, so if I just stand here and shoot, it should be fine. Yeah, the low road is much safer. Because there's literally almost none of those, there's none of these small guys waiting to drop down on you on the low road. The breach goes on. This room should look kind of familiar. Sort of a disjumbled version of the ascent area. I can't actually go through that door on the right. I don't think it actually exists as a door. Aha! Now this room is familiar, isn't it? I can't get past here on the robot. That's not good. Well, at least I know what's ahead of me, I guess. Oh boy. The robot cannot jump high enough to get me through that room. Well, I know that the low road is going to be the better way to go here. It's also much easier to kill the things in this area with a gun than with a miniature drill. Let's see. I will note that in addition to this stuff, there was also a way to go upwards from where I started as well. So once I've gone through all this, I'll probably check that out. Alright, none of that was too bad, really. Alright, let's try sending the robot ahead again. Bees. This is the room with the bees in it. And this is like one of the rooms right before that boss. And once again, the robot can't get through here. Okay. Huh. Some of those enemies despawned. Interesting. Just this guy is left. Bees. Killed her? I forgot what bees do when you, I'm not judging the robot, I'm just noting it can't get past here, so I'm gonna have to go myself. Primarily, it couldn't jump high enough right there. Alright, more scouting. Oh look, it's a place full of, zombies. How lovely. I should try Kilver, I guess? Yeah, that wasn't going to go well. Alright, well that's a very deep path. I wonder if the northern path is easier, just going upwards from there. Also, I guess I haven't saved since wherever here is. Huh. That's right, that's right. It was in grapple zone. So now that I have grapples, I can at least grab this that I was reaching for before. A weapon node. Alright, now hopefully I can remember where it is I went into the wall. It wasn't here. I think it was below here a bit. There's actually a bit of a... You can see a little bit of the screen doing the CRT-ish thing when you're near a zone of breach. Just stop sitting down, please. Thank you. Obviously, what I need to do in the zombie room is immediately deploy the robot and have him kill the nearby zombie so that I can maybe data corrupt the other ones. Alright, let's look for that other path, though, before I do any of that. Oh, that's just rude. Huh. This room looks really familiar. I came in... This is exactly like the room that was below, except I'm coming in from the right instead of from the left. You'll also note that the screen's left and right tiles look like they're kind of appearing into place. A very TV-ish effect, really. Or early game TV-ish effect. Oh! Wait. Huh. So this is an alternate way to get to this place, I guess. Doesn't look like there's anything else above me either. Alright. Oops. I guess I should start killing every enemy here in hopes of getting health. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Oops. It doesn't help if I ram my face into the enemy I'm trying to farm for health. Oh, thank you. Thank you, that's a little better. It's not great against those zombies, but it's a little better. Didn't get lasered, that's good. Alright, what I've learned about this room is that for some reason if I send a robot ahead, these guys apparently despawn. Also the robot's pellet that it comes out of can damage enemies along the way, which is an interesting thing to see. Hopefully this will despawn them. I don't know why it despawned them, but I'm hoping it'll do it again. Because that room is otherwise a giant pain to get through. Did it do it? It did! Huh. My best guess is that maybe rendering all those bees required it to take away some sprites or something. And so it had to like keep in memory this room because this is where Trace is. I'm not sure, but I'm happy to see less of those guys in that room. Okay. Maybe I can kill these guys for health. Yeah, a little bit of health is always good. Thank you. Okay. Now the zombie room. I want to walk in, immediately shoot out the robot, and have the robot kill this zombie that's right in my face when I walk in. Maybe have it kill some of the other ones too. Although I think I can kill her these guys if I needed to. there even anything to the left of this room? Because I noticed a way to go up also. Aha! Check it out. It's a bonus upgrade. Size node. Permanently increases projectile size for weapons. Very good. But I've noticed there's also a way to go up here. Hey, the zombie that was right up against me here is still gone. That's good. So where does this go? Looks like another copy of this room. Ha! Another upgrade. Oops. This is a health node fragment. I'm at 2 of 5 now, and I think that's the end of the road for this area. So realistically, I think it would be more efficient to just kill myself here, but I'm going to try to walk back out. I'm just not going to try all that hard. Look who's back. Well, I almost got away from him. Just wave that Kilver sword around. That's what I thought. There was about 2 upgrades in this area. One of them is just a piece of a size node, which means that if I got 100% of the other things and didn't go to another breach area, didn't discover another breach area, I would wind up with permanently carrying around 1 of 5 health node pieces. Can I not get up there? I seem to be having trouble getting up there. That's interesting. I may have to kill myself because I don't... Apparently I can't jump that high. See this? Oh well. Into the acid we go. Also, there's an air meter, I guess. I completely forgot there was any kind of air meter in this game. Alright. Well, I completed a breach zone place thing. Now back to the thing I was supposed to be doing. I forget whether there's anything else worth looking for in this area. I know there's the power node or whatever that I got after getting the grapple. I don't think there's much else to this area. I can go through this wall here. Actually, that might be how I got in there to begin with. This area mainly exists as you beat that boss and started the repair drones. Now here's your major upgrade reward that you can move on now. I think whatever's past here in this room, I'm pretty sure what it is this 2-tile wall, like with the circular vent thing and then another tile above it that's above me right now to the right. I'm pretty sure that the tiles to the right of it are not actually there, but I'm not able to get through that wall right there right now to actually test that. I'm pretty sure that's how you move to the right in that room, is by going through that. But at the moment I can only go through a wall that I'm standing next to. So I can only go through a wall if I'm standing on solid ground next to it, is the current state of affairs. You through the floor. I guess I just disabled a wall somewhere. I guess maybe this one. Alright, so now that I can grapple, I can actually get even higher up in this area. Oh, I can corrupt boulders out of existence. That's interesting. I can turn boulders into bubbles, apparently. Alright, but now I can get across this gap if I don't completely fail at using the grapple anyway. Have to make my way back up now. Okay, let's try this again, maybe. Really? Okay, I should probably go to that save point before I get killed by something. Alright, now if I die trying to do that again, I won't have to respawn all the way back next to where I got the grapple from. I guess the grapple can damage enemies. Alright, so I'm trying to get to that health node fragment. That's all I needed to do. Okay. Whoops. I found the roof of the world, as you can see. And here is the place I could reach from below but couldn't get up to. Now let's see, I think... oh, those are platforms. Now I can go up here. Okay. Just a wall over there. Oops. Look at all that flooring. I don't think there's any reason to skate across on that, but I wanted to check it out. As far as I know... Oh, hey, there was a reason to do this. Never mind. Look at that. There's a health node fragment placed here specifically for the player who does that. Or no, that was not a health node, that was a power node fragment. As you can see by the fact that it's not a health node fragment. And apparently I need 6 of those to increase my power. Whoops. That's pretty neat. I'm not sure, but I think when I got 100% I might have gotten that a different way, using some later game item. Aha! What's this? Enhanced drone launch. Increases range of remote drone. Seems potentially useful, I guess. I'm just methodically getting rid of these enemies because I don't want to get killed. Let's see. Oh, come on. I was ducking. Oh well. So with enhanced drone launch, I need to be right here, and I can shoot it up there to turn off those doors. Oops. Health. Thank you. Okay. And I guess that's just a loop back to where I started again? Yep. Okay. Well, enhanced drone launch allows me to launch a drone in an enhanced fashion, I guess, which will probably open up a pathway or two. Ah, save point. That's what we need. Does it? I hardly noticed. It looks kind of the same to me. Also, notice that in the background we can see glitchy stuff behind the mesas now. That wasn't there before. It's because we're higher up, I assume. Here we have the pillars that exist, and here's the entrance to the pyramid, which sure if I can enter the pyramid yet or not. It sure doesn't seem like it, unless there's somewhere I can drill and didn't realize. Like, this is very clearly designed to prevent the player from using any kind of grappling hook trick to get through here, because there's no ceiling to grapple to, and that area is way too high up. I think maybe this is somewhere you're supposed to come back to later. I'm also not sure whether it's possible to get through those things that look kind of like door next to the golden door zone. Maybe some kind of trick shot with the enhanced drone could get up there, but I really don't think so. Like, I can only shoot that high if I fire directly upward. So I think this is somewhere I'm meant to come back to later, once I have a bit more vertical movement capability. But yeah, there's a pyramid up here near the sky, apparently. That might be a relevant concept. Map. Map? Map. You can set reminders on the map if you want to remind yourself of something you saw but couldn't get to, I guess. Oops. I think at this point, I'm pretty sure that grapple is the missing ability that you need in order to go back through the point of what was no return. I could be wrong, but that's what I sort of remember being the case. In which case, the way of progression at this point is actually to go back all the way to where that point of no return was. Especially since I've also collected the drone enhancement. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to go down. Lost the drone. It's okay, he went to a good cause, I guess. And there's plenty more. There's plenty more where that drone came from. This is not where I thought I was. Hold on. May as well check out one or two of the places I couldn't go before. Also, can I corrupt this guy now? I can. It puts him in slow motion to corrupt him, just like the zombies, I guess. It's not really all that useful. I'd rather just kill him than worry about trying to corrupt him and then kill him, because it takes about as long to do one as to do the other. Oh yeah, this is a place I can't reach from this end. Whoops. Well, there's multiple ways that I could go check on that. Very slowly expels health. I think we couldn't corrupt him with a level 1 corruptor, I think. Nor this guy, who turns into a laser shooting flying thing. Aha! Look, it's a drone-only passage. Wonder what's through here. Okay. Steam still hurts you, for the record. Hurts me anyway, hurts the robot. These bouncy guys are really annoying. And that's a super bouncy guy who drains your health if he stands on you. Okay, yep. Well, let's try it again. Oh, wait. I need to wait for its health to regenerate. Also, I think the drone upgrade might have increased its health bars from 3 to 4, which I didn't particularly notice until just now. It does look longer, right? Alright, so I need to try to avoid taking too much damage from that guy, because there's a lot of nonsense that hurts you here. I wish you would have jumped to the left so I wouldn't have to deal with you. I just don't have much recourse as far as trying to dodge these guys, because the drone doesn't have that much in the way of movement capabilities. Alright, my best course of action might be to let this guy, yeah. This is gonna be a pain. The really annoying thing is that if where he is also where a wall is, then the drone can't hurt him. Oh great, it's still injured. Hold on. I think it's possible that sending the drone to another room actually does despawn some of the enemies near Trace. Maybe that's why in the breach area I was able to despawn a bunch of those enemies, because they were considered too close to Trace. Alright, that's one less enemy that's hurt me here. Of course, it would be really convenient if one of these green things would actually drop health. But I don't think they ever will. Right. Yes, just avoid him and don't deal with him at all. Huh. And another of these guys is waiting for me here. And there's still more. This is Drone Adventure, featuring lava. That's cool. I didn't know there was lava there. Thanks. It's not quite full yet. Now it's full. Okay, at least I can make as many of these as I need to and keep trying, I guess. This room is the main problem. Just everything in this room is designed to be impossible for this drone to dodge. Down is the worst direction for those to be in. Because if they're below you, then they are then they're in the floor most of the time, and you have to jump to hit them. Okay, I know I can get past this guy without taking a hit. Okay, let's just not jump in the lava this time. That would be really great, to not jump in the lava. Just go straight to the door and straight in. I can't jump up there, so I don't know what's below me, which is just great. Hello, zombie. Goodbye. I'm not interacting with you. Oh. Great. Yeah, this is a real cool thing to put after that gauntlet of nonsense. Well, the trick is if you're moving the same direction the zombie is in as it tries to jump toward you, it just jumps over you. Oh yeah, this weapon. Verge. Verge is a really cool weapon that gets cooler the more weapon range upgrades you pick up. It's worth the trouble, I think. Also, I didn't wait long enough there, I guess. I have to do this gauntlet all over again if I get killed before I go to that other place. Yep. Ah, well. Let me at least show off Verge. This is what Verge looks like right now. It actually has a limited range. It has a shorter range, but you can't see it in this smaller room. I'd need some room with a more pulled back camera to show how its range it looks, but basically the more projectile size you have, the more range this will get. But it can basically kind of shotgun the whole room for you. Very nice. That's the power of random bifurcation. I think its shots actually do kind of lower damage, but like not too low. Like certainly you can shoot it pretty rapid fire and do a lot of damage if you need to. It's interesting to me how completely different it is to be sending something small through a small passage as opposed to turning small to go through a small passage. Like, it's a very significantly different, like, it's something very different from a morph ball kind of situation. Because it means that there's never an opportunity to kind of go back and be the thing that you're sending through, to have all of your abilities while having gone through a tiny passage with this guy. I don't know what I'm saying exactly. Oh, okay. That's great. So I didn't realize that, but I need to actually land down there in order to be down there. Okay. I guess that's one description of it. I think it can be kind of unreliable to hit things with if they're farther away, but I'm feeling impatient. Let's see if I can just ram through this. I don't know, ramming through those first few enemies worked pretty well. This guy I already know how to get past. Yeah, it's kind of like that, except that the real you is actually quite safe elsewhere. It's just that the thing you're sending through is too weak. Is small and stays that way, I guess. Okay, let's try this one more time. I want to go to the right. I can damage boost him because I haven't taken too much damage. And our reward is text. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy sleeping dog. What, pray tell, is a fox? English, thought long ago to have succumbed to evolution's merciless twisting lever, seems to be with us once again. Queen Elizabeth I has bestowed upon us a new dream. Come into my arms, we have much to learn. Yeah. That was lore, I guess? I notice that there is something up that way. I don't strictly remember what prevented me from moving forward up here. Trying to get map 100% is a bit of a pain because there's lots of weird little corners and places. Not even my 100% file got all of the map because it was too much of a pain. Oh yeah, check it out. I can grapple my way up here. Where does this lead? Aha, it's shortcut zone. There's one of those heads. If you stand on it, this is what happens. Here you can really see what the range of the bifurcator is, now that we're zoomed out. Yeah, this is our fast travel area. It's also fun that some projectiles are actually slower than you are, so you can make a whole bunch of them. And see that some of them actually despawn. So the deal with this area, it's essentially the fast travel shortcut area that's kind of between all the other ones. I think there's some way to get Elsinova to talk about the snail person that we were riding on. I forget how or where exactly we need to go for that. Oh yeah, if you jump and face in a direction, then she'll start going that way. Look at all the stuff in the background. Looks like a bunch of bubble gum or something. Look, a repair drone. Yet another place I can't go to quite yet. And here's the end of the line, which I believe leads back to the entrance to the very beginning area. Yep. Check it out, we've been here before, but we couldn't get past something, I guess. Yeah, we couldn't high jump here before. I don't quite want to go here just yet. I have a couple things I wanted to check out in that area we were in before. Besides using the actual non-shortcut based method of getting back to the beginning area. It's worth noting somewhere deep in the middle of this area is one of the places that could have a glitch zone, could have a breach area. Good luck finding it if it's here. Because you basically just have to walk the entire area and dig everywhere you can think of. Hold on. I saw something. Did you see that? I wonder where that was, what that was. Like, I clearly saw like a scan line thing go from left to right across the screen, which I think is among the things that you can see if you're looking at a breach area. Ah well. It is not majorly important, but that was something I thought I saw anyway. Here we are back in the second zone. Wonder where this leads. Huh. Just like the other guy, this guy goes in slow motion if you corrupt him. Aha! Health node. Fragment. 4 of 5. I only need one more to get another health node. Oops. I guess you can use this to sort of understand what the projectile speeds are. So we can see the Axiom disruptor is actually faster than any of these others, because it can keep up with this. Alright, so enough messing around here. I want to get back to where I was, back down this way, I think. Yeah. Alright, so finally, let's go down to the right, up, and then left. Oh hey, we can corrupt this guy now too. He turns into something that spawns health, I guess. I'm not really sure if I like that guy's corrupted form any better than his original one. And his original one is very easy to kind of predict and kill, especially with Kilver. The corrupted form is just sort of irritating. Alright, so it's here, up, and to the left that I'm wanting to check out. I can't corrupt these bubbles, by the way. They're just too strong. So the issue here was actually that I couldn't jump high enough, meaning that I could have checked this place out a bit sooner than I did, but anyway. Whoops. down right here, but what we actually want to do is just wall phase over to the right. And I can finally get the 5th health fragment. This one that we've been seeing numerous times from above. And just in general, we can see that these areas are actually kind of hollow. So I probably... yeah, I could have gone backwards by phasing to the left here if I wanted to. Oh well. Anyway, that's finally resolved. Looks like there was a way to go left from the room below me that I didn't go to. Possibly I can't still, but let's check. Oh no, looks like... ah, the membrane parts, and lo, a foreign body enters the rift. Trace, that is Veriska. Thanks to you, the repair drones have revived her. I'm glad to see you're okay, so what is it you do here? I am but a humble predator like yourself. We have much in common. Predator? Maybe you can explain that a bit? I speak of the exposed, trembling viscera of a riven red, the succulent organelles of life, excised, masticated, and ultimately... Veriska is dreamer. Special kind of Versalka for making mind worlds. We all make mind worlds, my dear, just not everybody admits to it. Anyway, some time ago I stole one of Athos' devices, but I could not make it work. You can find it in the back. Sounds good. And, nice meeting you. Yeah, okay. Predator, eh? Let's go to the back, then. It's another of these. I have done my best to enable rudimentary translation between Sudran and English, that is, the modern Sudran script, not the programming language. The command is Reveal Sudran. I've tried it with success on most of the modern Sudran communications, as well as some of the older Sudran text. Much thanks to the Gear Tab variant for his assistance. I don't remember how to enter that code, but it would be nice to do. Let me see, do I just type it? No. I don't remember. That's actually a cheat code, quote-unquote. And I would like to do it in case we find any Sudran lore entries, but I don't remember how to actually use it. Or maybe passcode tool. Manipulate reality with encoded strings, use menu. Oh, never mind, that's it. Which menu? Oh, not this one. Hang on. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's where we can... Ah, password. Check it out. Unfortunately, I can't actually type it. A bit silly. So I guess this is sort of like a reference to the load game passwords from Metroid. There are various passcodes you can enter here that do things, some of which are some of which are given in the lore entries, such as the Reveal Sudran one. So now if we find any of the lore entries that are in Sudran, we'll be able to read them in English, thanks to that code. And I guess you can have up to... wrong button. You can have up to 5 codes active at the same time, looks like. It's treated as just another upgrade in some ways. Why does it look like I can go down from here? It's a little odd. Alright, well I think we're finally done with this area, so let's go back to the left. Oh hey, there's a door here that I couldn't get through because of glitchy blocks. I think I can get through here now. It's the leech enemies. If you corrupt them, they, I don't know, turn into something that explodes very easily anyway. I think mainly the best way to deal with these leech enemies is just to be far away from them and shoot them, which this weapon is very good at doing. Even going around corners, sorta, kinda. Oh, what does Bomb's Missile's Screw Attack do, I wonder? Or I don't know which famous Metroid password actually does something, but I guess? I'm uncertain whether passwords in this game are always one line long, or can be 2 lines long sometimes. I mean, I don't want to actually cheat when I get right down to it, obviously. But there is a bit of curiosity about what exactly some passwords might actually do. Anyway, all that work for a weapon damage power fragment. I'm trying to think of the right word here. Oops. Oh, get off of me. Oh, yeah. That one. Let's see what that does, just out of curiosity. Ha. 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 Okay. Anyway. Whoops. Oops. Ah, well. Anyway. I guess I will proceed onward now. Those leeches do a lot of damage really fast, don't they? This is the biggest problem with the Verge. If you're in a narrow passageway like that, it can be nearly impossible to actually hit things with it. Because it doesn't shoot straight, and the bifurcation kind of fails if there's not enough room to bifurcate in. What could be up here? It's, Bioflux Accelerator causes mutation at max health. A syringe lying in the middle of a room? That's just a bit ominous. This contains, how you say, small blood machines, like in your mind. They can provide powerful modification. Please take them. Don't tell me you want me to stick myself with this thing. Too late, I have transferred necessary info using near connection. Your body will produce now. Injection over wireless? Somehow that's even more terrifying. What did you do to me? You will find this useful, but only works if you are uninjured. Thanks, I guess. So, now I have little claw things that shoot when I hold down the fire button, but only at full health. It's not a very useful upgrade, mainly because it's only good at full health, but it looks neat. So here is the former point of no return. Now that I have grapple hook, I can just do this and get past it. Granted, I've already demonstrated another way or two around it, but I think it's worth showing off where you can finally do something about that. And now we are finally back in the intro zone, a bunch of things we didn't have before. Or I guess this isn't intro zone exactly, it's the second zone. There's a room up and to the right I haven't been to. Check it out, we can make platforms in here. And we need the second level. Disruptor to get through here. Here we find another weapon. Inertial pulse. A beam of pure inertia drives through multiple targets. I'm not sure if that's a thing that makes any sense, but I guess this is a piercing weapon. I don't remember using this one very much. At this point, the game just starts handing you new weapons like candy. Like free candy day or something. Most of them are honestly not that useful. I don't use them all that much. Mainly, like, the most useful weapons are Kilver, Verge under the right conditions, and like just anything that shoots straight and has a decently fast projectile, like the original Axiom disruptor or the hypo whatever. This one can be useful, but it's not as powerful as the Axiom disruptor for the same shots, and it doesn't move quite as fast, so I don't know. Yeah, It's like you get so many weapons, but ultimately there's only 3 or 4 that are really all that useful, and most of them you can just ignore. They just take up a lot of space in your inventory. I don't know. I guess that sort of thing is just a consequence that you get from settling on a weapon equipping design as opposed to Metroid's weapon combining design. I can't get through this hole, but somebody can. I think I need to use the drone upgrade and fire it diagonally to even get through this door at all. Oh look, it's another new thing. This is range node. Permanently increases weapon range where applicable. Or maybe this is what actually influences the Verge's range? Anyway. I think Kilver is only influenced by the size node because its range is kind of technically fixed to its size. But I think like the Hypoatomizer's secondary shots and the Nova's secondary shots might increase in size or or in distance that they can travel at least. Just a little bit. It's hard to tell because the influence of picking up a single node of any kind is so small that you really can't tell what's going on. Oh look, I've got full health again, so now this is happening. I don't know, maybe this weapon does more damage because it pierces things? I wouldn't know. Doesn't seem like it, though. I do wonder whether if you could somehow, like, I guess use the trick to go backwards when you're not supposed to get the inertial pulse. I wonder if its piercing property would allow it to hit that enemy that you could only hit from the back. That boss, you know? I'm curious whether that would be a valid possibility. Oh look, there's a range node in there. I need to go figure out where this guy is exploding things to. Or... yeah, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Friend. Or size node, actually, this is. That item was just in a wall. I guess we could have gotten there before if I'd come downward this way, but just by corrupting him. Although I don't remember whether I had the corruptor yet when I was at this point of the game. It's just so rare that I even need a piercing capability, and when I do, the Kilver is so much more effective for it. Because the Kilver can not only pierce enemies, but it can pierce walls. It's just rare to be in a situation where enemies are lined up. Well, that guy's having a problem over there. You see that guy having a problem? Anyway. Oops. Journal page. It calls itself Zeter. I don't know how I know this, but I do. Strange that such a thing would have language. Stranger still that it would have a personal identity. I'm not sure how long I can last. I lose more and more each passing day. Sound is a deafening throb, sight is a kaleidoscopic fire. Sight and taste open up entire worlds of terror. The worst is touch, a tingling, writhing, itching mass. It is expanding, supplanting. There won't be anything to save when it's done. I'm pretty sure that's the symptoms of the disease we're describing there. The pathogen that's been mentioned. I think this connects up to places we've been before, so I don't want to go this way quite yet. Because there's at least a little bit of this room that I want to explore first. Oh yeah, we can corrupt these bubbles to turn them into platforms. Very nice. These guys make bubbles instead of diggable blocks. Because they're red, I guess. I don't think these bubbles regenerate like the real ones, though. It doesn't look like I can go anywhere in this room, because I would need to be able to, well, I can get up there, but I can't actually face through any walls because there's nowhere to stand to get through the one-tile wall. So I'll need to come back here later. Well, that was a bit of a bust, but at least I checked it out. Also, there's a way to go up from up there, I wonder about. Oh. I guess I don't actually need the bubbles. I can probably just swing my way up to where I'm trying to go. If it isn't the hive that turns into health depository, well, it starts spawning health if you glitch it out. Huh. Well, this is interesting. This is another breach area. Okay, it's getting close to the time when I should quit, so I'm going to set a reminder here, and hopefully someone else will remember that I should go through there and explore the breach past there later. For now, I kind of want to get to a save point pretty soon. I want to see what's up here first, but... Oh, I see what this is. This is the other side of how you get to the shortcut area from here. So maybe I'll just go use a save point that I think is in... I think there's at least one save point in the shortcut zone. Could be wrong. Yeah, there's a save point over there. Go use that. Despite being a platform, you can't use the top of this thing's head to grapple on. I guess it's a different interaction type or something. Oh yeah, let's see. The inertial pulse is pretty slow. Alright, here we go. Alright, so... it's a pretty good time we've had. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the day. And farewell for now.